Hi guys, so welcome to the first pack one pick one of Tales of Aria. So today we'll explain a bit and then we will go much faster. So every day I open a pack and I will post on the Discord and on Instagram the pack. You have like one day to vote for different cards and think about it, and I will give you my take. So this is a pack. Here's my take. So the rares, we have a Flicker Wisp, which is a pretty good card for the Majestic, and we have Summerwood Shelter Blue, which is not a good card, and we have one more rare, which is Lightning Press. So the first thing you check is the two rare, or sometimes you have a third one. You always check your equipment. Crackerjack is a okay equipment, but not something crazy. And then, you know, in practice you will have them in your hand. So I put them in my hand, and what I like to do when I get a pack, remember when you get your pack for a professional draft, they are not sorted like that. They will be randomized, because you have to randomize in front of you on the table and count them before you actually look at them. So you should have 15 cards. I mean, I slipped the rare, but so, you know, you will put your 15 cards in front of you, and when the judge say draft, you will pack them. And maybe in another video I will show you the time that you have for each. But looking at that, so I will always pull at the front the rares, and after you kind of try to sort the card in the order of how good they are. Because you don't just want the best card, you want to see how the whole pack looks. So Summerwood Shelter is not a very good card. It would be okay maybe if it's a red one, but anyway, it's not pack one material. So what is pack one material? So that's what we check first. Flicker Wisp is, Lightning Press is, Snow Under is not that great, but it is. It is a good card if you are Guardian. And then those are what I always put my finger here. Those are like level 2. They are like good, but not like crazy. Overflex, I like it, not that much. Invigorate, I think it's unplayable. Strength of Sequoia, I don't like it, but if it's a blue, that's playable. And this is like third, so I put one more finger. This is my third type. I mean, I can show you like that. I make pile inside my hand. Burgeoning is okay, but less good than the rest. Rite of Replenishing, same. Chill to the Bone can be good, and it's a blue. Inspire Lightning is for the top one. Crackerjack is I would put it as top one, because it's very, very good if you play Guardian, because you can trigger the Sump. And Shining Ice Vine, it's good, but that's a blue, so I put it here. And those are my unplayable. So it's very important to count how many unplayable you have. Some people might like Invigorate, but I don't like it. Because what you want to check, like here, so okay, I know I want one of those cards. Crackerjack is less good, actually, that I would put it in the second pile. So one of those 4 cards, okay? The obvious pick is Flicker Wisp, because that's a Majestic. It should be better, and you know, it's pretty good because they will not have Arcane Barrier, so it deals typically 2 Arcane damage, and every other Arcane damage you deal this turn will do more. And it costs 0, and that's a non-action card that go again, so it's easy to get an embodiment of lightning. It triggers a lot of cool stuff. It's easy to after attack with your sword. So this is a good card. I would pick this very easily if there was no Inspire Lightning. So my issue with this pack is like, this is the best card, I think. And after the second and third best card are Lightning Press and Inspire Lightning. The problem is, the way the pack look like, let's say I pick Flicker Wisp. Then I give that to the guy on my left. And he's here Inspire Lightning, which is also very good Runeblade card. And that gives a signal that I didn't pick a Runeblade card most likely. So I might create on my left a Runeblade player. And it's not like just if it was a earth or a lightning or ice that would be, you know, more open, more heavy, less heavy in terms of choice, because I can still navigate. But here I'm creating a direct enemy just to my left, which means when we are pack 2, where all my pack come from my left, if he reads the signal and if he think Runeblade is open, he will take all the Runeblade. And because I'm just after him, I will have no card at all. And then I have to rely on my pack 3. So the third thing is like, let's say I pick the Flicker Wisp, then either the guy next to me on my left or two next to me, because I don't think this go like pick 4. This is a very good card, I like it. So do we have a third card that is good in Runeblade? Because out of one pack you want to have 2 cards. A pack is 15 cards, you want to have 2 cards. So can I get a second card? There is Rite of Replenishment, Burgeoning, so tomorrow. Those are like the 3 playable. None of them I'm not excited to have. Maybe the Rite is not that bad if you go really long. But you see, so like, it's a very risky. Like, typically you are giving up this whole pack almost. You are taking 1 card that have high power, but you are giving up the pack. And also like, it's gonna be hard to see a signal. When the pack come back to you, typically you have to remember, okay, I have those 3 cards. If one of those come back to me, let's say if Rite come back to me, it means there is only, well, the thing is they are not very powerful, but most likely there is only one Runeblade player except me. So you want also to remember what would be a good signal. So that's why, you know, like, Flicker Wisp is very good. I don't know if it's so good that I give up my first pick, because most likely I will take that, and I think pack 2 I will have, pack 1, pick 2, I will have to open my option to something else. So if I don't go, obviously I don't go for Inspire Lightning, because that's the same thing. Then we have Snow Under and Lightning Press. Lightning Press being much better. So if I pick up Lightning Press, what happens? If I pick up Lightning Press, I can play it's very good in Levy. That's more Levy card, but it's also pretty good with Briar. So how many cards? So I mean, if I pick up that, I still give 2 good Runeblade to my left. And then if one of them come back to me, the Majestic will not come back, because even like a beginner will pick up a Majestic or Rare. But if Inspire Lightning come back, it means I can go deep. That's a strong signal to go Runeblade. But if I look at all the Levy card, we have like 4 that are reasonable. Child to the Bone is not like amazing, but it's not bad. It's good when you fuse in it. So those 4 are okay. Which means if any of those 4, I mean, this is a clear winner. If this one come back to you, so like you pick one, this one, and when the pack come back to you, you have this. It means you are the only Lightning Levy player at the table, which would be weird. Or you are like, there is only 2. So you will get at least 1 card, 1 good card. Actually, one of those 3, 1 good card out of this pack. This pack is pretty. It's not that it's weak, it's just like there is only a few good cards. And then the third choice, which I might take, is to take Snow Under, because that's a pretty good card for Guardian. It locks you in Guardian, but you're gonna create for sure a Runeblade player or 2 next to you. So it's like kind of if you want to force Guardian. Let's say you have a good tech and you want to force Guardian, you take that, because there is no other good Guardian card in this pack. So this is kind of, it's a technique when you want to avoid creating somebody. You want to dry the flow that come to your left. So, like, there is no other good card for Guardian. Like those two. And typically, if Strength of Sequoia come back, even though that's not great, it means Guardian is open. But it's kind of a poor choice. So, really, my choice is I would take Lightning Press just to keep my option open. But there is nothing wrong in taking, where is it? Flicker Wisp. If you take Flicker Wisp and Inspire Lightning come back to you, while your table is either very weak or, I don't know, you can go really deep in Runeblade. But if you take Flicker Wisp, I would suggest you don't go too deep in Runeblade pack 1. You trade off weight to see if there is some signal, and it's okay if you give up your pack 1, your pack 1 pick 1. It's worth it. Lightning Press is more like a safe bet. You take it, you're gonna play with it most likely. It have a lower ceiling than Flicker Wisp, but it's gonna make your deck most likely. Yeah, so that was my pack 1 pick 1 of the day. I was trying to keep them under 10 minutes, but I didn't. So let's see what we will get tomorrow. Cheers.